Wow, that's really bright and I don't know what to do. I'm worried, what the fuck is in my background? Okay, is that better? I feel like I'm really bright, but you're gonna have to deal with it because it's a sunny fucking day and we should always be thankful for that. Here I am on a little break from work. Welcome back to Law of Attraction Changed My Life. This week I want to talk about turning your shoulds into musts. So I was listening to a little video by good old Tony Robbins, who doesn't love him and kind of want to date him too, even though he's old. I like him. And it was all about how we go around saying, oh, I really should do this, I really should do that. And I've really been trying to make a conscious effort to not say, oh, we should go there, or we really should get around to doing that, unless I'm going to follow it up with a direct action immediately after, getting my diary out and saying, let's pencil this motherfucker in, when are we doing it? Or I've already taken the first step, I'm doing it. Because I'm so bored. I'm bored of hearing myself, and I'm bored of hearing other people saying, you should be doing stuff. So Tony Robbins did a video saying that you should turn your, you should turn your shoulds into musts. And if you think about it, we all have certain standards in our lives where, for some people, they must wear makeup every day. They must wake up, put makeup on, blow dry their hair, put on a fucking trouser suit and go to work. For them, that is a must. That is what they have to do for their job, for their reputation, and all that jazz. For me, I must make it for my clients. I am very proud to say that in the last year, I have not, I've let down one client. Not that I've not turned up, I let her know. I've cancelled one client, and that's when my Crohn's disease, before it's diagnosed, got really, really bad, and I physically could not make it. That's in a year, I made it for one client. For me, it doesn't matter how hungover I am, or how tired I am, or how much I don't want to go to work, I have to make it in for my clients, and that for me is a must. But there's other things in my life that aren't musts. I feel like I work in the beauty industry. I should for sure be making more effort with my hair and makeup for work. For me, on the days that I work, I really should get up in the morning and be like, I must turn up to work today looking on point. That is part of the persona, that's part of the image of the salon. That is something that I must do. But instead I find myself saying like, oh, I really should do it. And I don't. So I think it's really important for us to identify what are the musts in our lives that we're like, I must do this, I must do that. And there's really no question about it. That is something in my life that I have to do. And then what are the ones that we find ourselves saying, oh, I really should do this, but we actually don't bother. Information, as Wayne Dyer said, is the greatest and most valuable commodity that we have. So I think if we're all thinking of something that we really must do, it is to every day add to our own education, our own self-improvement, and to be absorbing information where we can, be that through podcasts, reading, my personal fave, or listening to YouTube videos like while you're doing your makeup or while you're doing whatever. I think it's so important for us to constantly be on this journey of self-improvement, because there really is no end to it. What other thing did I want to say to you? Oh, something else I got from that video with Tony Robbins. He said, ideas are worth nothing unless they are backed by application. The smallest of implementations is worth more than the grandest of intentions. So you might have these grand intentions of having a great business and you talk about it all the time, but it's worth nothing if you don't actually take the smallest step in that direction to actually make it a reality. So let's make sure we all do that this week. Before I go, because this is a very short video, I literally have 45 minutes quickly. Oh, and I haven't got much battery, I need to remember that. I've got a quick 45 minutes in between clients, so I thought, let me just pop home and do this with my very wild, unflattering lighting. Somebody shared something on Facebook the other day saying that you shouldn't use the self-checkouts in a supermarket because I'm not an employee of your fucking multi-billion-dollar company, and it's basically putting more and more people out of work that they're basically trying to make the consumer fucking work for them, and we don't fucking work for them. And I always thought this about places like McDonald's and KFC. I never clear my table, I never clear up. That's not my job. I'm sorry, I just came in and fucking paid for a meal. That's not my job to clear up fucking after myself. And if you do that, if you create a culture where you clear up your own table, well, then they don't need staff. Oh, low battery. Shit, stop talking about McDonald's, you fatty. So it's just something that's really interesting that I've never actually considered, that in the supermarkets, that you really shouldn't use those self-checkouts. It was so interesting. I started Googling it, I was looking into it, people's opinions on it. And even if there's a queue at the check-ins, always use a real person, because that's their job. That is their job. And if we keep if the consumer becomes the fucking worker for free, that's just bigger profits for the fucking top dogs, and there's going to be no one down here actually on a salary, and that might be a job that is keeping a single mum afloat or whatever. There's other people, you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm clearly very tired. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning, but more about that next week, because I've been doing Miracle Morning and it's changed my life. Right, we all know the score by now. I never remember how to finish this. I think it's this button up here. God, what is with this fucking lighting? I look like an alien. All right, I shall see you all next week. Thanks for watching. Yes, sorry. Bye.